Okay, welcome back, everybody. I know we look a little bit different this time. It's very exciting. We'll get into that in a second. First off, Carlos, how you doing?
Fucking fantastic, mate. How you
Yeah?
doing?
I'm feeling good. I feel so high production with these big ass lights looking at us.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got a little upgrade. Shout out to a special friend, really good friend,
Young Jamie.
Yeah, young Jamie. She hooked it up with some lights. Yeah, studio lights. We got some box lights and shit going.
It's wild.
Yeah,
It looks nice though.
it feels kind of weird though, cause like you feel that shit just beaming down on you.
I know, huh? I feel like I don't know. It's different. But to start off this episode, the first thing I want to say is that for everybody who's watching and you're about to click off in the next like 30 seconds to a minute, stop. Don't do it. You're missing out. I want you to stay tuned. I get it. You got stuff to do sometimes. You can't sit around for a whole hour, but I think you can make it past like 30 seconds to a minute. I want to see us I want to see the views like hold out throughout the video a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you like the show and you want to support us, definitely stick around a little bit. There's lots of good stuff. Carlos and I got a lot of stuff to talk about this week. It's just him and I.
Yes, sir. Just kind of taking like a little step back this week because we've been having guests for what we've had
5 episodes now.
Yeah, so we had Quentin, and then Crystal, Alex, and nah.
And now we're here. We decided that this week we would just hunker down, just the two of us, and kind of like touch on like what it's been like.
Touch base with you guys as well, like
Yeah.
talk about like what we've been thinking about doing and plans for like soon or like maybe far future, like just ambitions type shit.
Things that are more immediate that we've been working on, things that we see happening in the future, and like I just want to say like it's so much fun. Like me and Carlos have been having a good old time doing this, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. So we got big plans and we got stuff we're focusing on now, and that's what we're going to talk about this week.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Yeah, now this week, well, how was your week?
It was eventful. I worked. I also had a friend of mine pass away.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
And I had to go to his funeral. He took his own life, which was obviously very sad.
Yeah.
So no, if you ever have those thoughts, you are loved and you are appreciated. No matter how much you think that might not be true, I guarantee that if you were to do something like that, so many people would be hurt by it. More people than you could even think of right now. So just reach out, and you don't have to sit with those thoughts, because I think everybody has them sometimes, and it's really scary. So just know that there are resources available. You can DM us, fucking hit us up in the comments if you have those kinds of things. So I just want to say that.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about that, dude. That sucks. Like,
It's terrible.
Yeah, like what he said though. Like, yeah, you're never alone. Like, actually, like, there's people there. Even when you genuinely think that you're alone, like, people are gonna care about you and people are gonna miss you. So
100%.
yeah, just there's always hope. So
The fact that he felt so alone and just unloved that he had to do something like that is incredibly sad, because he was literally like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, there was not a moment where he was like unhappy or like,
damn.
he was so funny. He was just like, I don't get it. I think that those are kind of the people you got to look out for sometimes. Super happy people
tend to hide
and
all of the rest. Yeah.
super sad people, when they're like on one end or the other of those spectrums, you got to kind of watch out for those people.
I think if you see, I mean, I'm not saying nobody can be like, just crazy happy, because people are like really happy, but I think, it's always usually the people who try to be the happiest around other people, like try to put on like another face, right? End up always being the ones that like kind of have the, the deeper thoughts going on and shit like that. So,
right.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to touch on this for too long, because I don't want the episode to be super heavy, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but you asked how my week was, so I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, appreciate.
The good part was that I got to spend a lot of time with people that I haven't seen for a while. We used to all work at this pizza place. That's how I knew him, and I hadn't seen him for a couple years. And so then I got to kind of reunite with all my old coworkers who were also all good people and good friends. So there's I guess there's a silver lining there. But other than that, I just worked today, and then we had a little function last night.
Oh, fun. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
It was a good time.
This week I just worked. I'm pretty stoked for this next week though, because I mean it's Christmas.
Yep.
and yeah, it's cool 'cause where I work, I'll have like paid holidays, so I'm getting paid Christmas Eve and day, and
That's
it's
dope.
time and a half as well, so it'll be 8 and 8, so 16 hours of time and a half. That's
And
like-
you're working those days?
no, I'm just getting paid like time
No
off
way,
type
that's
shit.
insane.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for that.
Dude, yeah, my
Um,
boss wanted me to work Christmas Eve and Christmas morning, and I was like,
That's
dude,
absurd.
I can't do that. I was like,
Yeah.
you got to pick one. So thankfully, she picked Christmas Eve, which is
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
But
Christmas
if I would
Eve
have had to
isn't
work
too
both,
bad.
oh god, that would have been brutal.
Because I mean, so what time are you off Christmas Eve?
9.
See, even then, that's not too bad. Cause I don't know how your family does it or whatever, but like normally Christmas Eve we'll like stay up kind of late, and then we'll just kind of kick back, and then 12 we open up our gifts and whatnot, and then wake up the next day, have some hot chocolate, and just kind of chill type shit.
You guys open up your Christmas gifts on Christmas Eve?
That's normally what my family did. Yeah,
Nice, that's cool.
I'm spending Christmas Eve this year with Crystal's family, which is gonna be pretty hype.
Nice.
Oh yeah, wait.
Yeah, anything else?
Yeah, I watched Spider-Man. Spider-Man came
Ah,
out.
right,
I'm not
of
gonna
course.
obviously say anything too much 'cause
No,
a
but
lot of people haven't seen it. You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go watch it tomorrow, and then next week we'll probably talk about it. So be tuned if you want to hear about Spider-Man.
Yeah,
But also beware, there may be spoilers.
yeah, no, we're definitely gonna spoil some stuff, but we'll give you guys the heads up though. Like, we're
For
not
sure.
gonna be those
Not just gonna
douchebags. But
fucking throw it out there, and everybody's gonna be like, "What?" The
yeah, dude, Tony Stark comes back and has a fucking makeout session with Ned. Nah, it's gonna. That movie was fucking sick though. Like, I cried so much. Like, I had to like halfway through the movie, I had to like cover my nose and my mouth, 'cause like I was trying not to be like, like, you know, dude, like actually, like straight up, bro.
Damn,
I
hit you
knew,
right in your feels.
yeah, I knew this was gonna happen, but yeah, no, it's sick, definitely fire.
Yeah, I'm excited. We'll go watch it. So that's about it. That's your week.
Yeah, that was my week. Yeah, pretty chill. Yeah, had a
Sounds like a good
yeah,
time.
Christmas shopping too. That fucking
Hmm.
yeah, Christmas. I mean, it's not bad actually. A lot of people, I hate doing online Christmas shopping. I can't do it.
Hmm.
Like I did last year, but this year, like I was like, you know, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go try to find shit that I think people that I'm giving gifts to would like, you know. So like,
That is cool.
Yeah.
Makes it a little bit more involved.
yeah,
A
for
little bit more
sure.
fun.
And gets me out of the house a little bit too. Gotta,
That's always nice.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I guess those are our weeks. Kind of. I'm not sure where I want to start.
Yeah, there's fuck, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Actually,
If you got somewhere to start, then yeah.
well, I
crazy.
think the most obvious thing is that we look so different. So
Yeah.
we did a couple different things because we were kind of noticing that the side profile thing was like, I don't know. I had a lot of people mention it to me and be like you guys should face the camera and it'll be like more involved. And so that's what we're doing. We're kind of like switching it around. We got it all turned. And then when we have a guest, we'll probably might have to switch it up some more, but we're working on trying some new things, new angles and setups like that. And then obviously lighting. We got these professional photography lights, and
Yeah.
I think it looks pretty dope. I'm excited to watch
like
and
to
see
watch
how
it
comes
back.
out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also, I know I said this last podcast, but by the time this podcast comes out, I'm gonna make it like a priority to have like an intro, like set up and ready for that.
Yeah, I can send you the clips too, or
Yeah.
you can download them off YouTube, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll probably just I'll figure out a way out. Yeah, I'll hit you up for sure, but yeah, I'll definitely make that intro so that way we can get that going, and then yeah, we'll use the music that Alex provided us.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Our biggest fan.
Yeah, seriously. And then we got Angie in the back. She's she wasn't happy. She wasn't happy about that.
Alex is our second biggest fan.
Yeah, second biggest fan. I'm just kidding. We have our number one supporter over here. But yeah, I want to start working on that. And then yeah, man, no, guests, dude. I've been enjoying having guests on. That's
Me too.
definitely
It's so fun.
there's like so many things like it's so nice because you could bounce off of that person. Like it's just a whole nother dynamic that adds into it. Like I think Alex, his was like
He was
doing
so good.
it was so funny too.
Yeah,
like
he
that was
hilarious.
that was
I
a
was
blast.
fucking dying.
Yeah.
Next week Kai wants to come on.
No way.
Yeah.
Say less. I'm fucking down.
Yeah, that should be dope.
Yeah.
And then at some point after that, probably Fletcher.
Dude,
maybe?
yes, please. I want Fletcher.
So we got some
I know
characters
that-
that are gonna
yeah.
be coming on the show pretty soon, and
Yeah.
they're a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that.
And yeah, if and also if you guys are wanting to come on and think, I wouldn't mind,
It's very true.
chatting with these boys for an hour. let's make it happen. Yeah, hit us up. I'm
Don't
down
be
for
nervous.
anybody.
Don't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
afraid. It's so relaxed. We talked about this last week where like the initial start, like even today, I was like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And then you just gotta kind of get through that and keep going. And then once you start talking for like the next couple minutes, all of a sudden it's just like you're talking. The only difference is that there's a microphone in front of you, and now there's big ass lights.
Yeah, I think these lights.
That's a little intimidating for
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
For one of the guests, they might, but they also might be like, "Damn, dude, this shit is cool."
Yeah, I think it just depends
Go
on
both
the
ways.
person, but yeah, no, I'm excited to have guests now, especially with this whole little thing we got going on.
I
And
feel so professional and
Yeah.
so proud.
yeah, for real, I'm excited. Shit. What else, man? What else?
So yeah, we got fun guests coming on, and I think this is a good point where we can, because we already kind of talked about the intro, so let's talk about things that are more immediate that we're working on. Carlos mentioned the intro, like I said, and that's something that will hopefully be here within the next couple of episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
Something I am working on is thumbnails. I want to like up our thumbnail game, and
Yeah.
I've had a couple ideas for it. The one I like the most so far, I think. So first off, I'm gonna have to find some software that I can use to edit photos, which I really know nothing about. I'm guessing just Photoshop. is
Yeah,
probably
I could help out with that too, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll hit you up 'cause
Photoshop's fun.
I haven't really done it, but I mean, I've been like working on getting better at editing too.
Yeah.
That's another thing I've been
Yeah.
focusing on. Like I did transitions for the end and the beginning of the video, which was just kind of like fun, just like slowly kind of making progress, becoming more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thumbnails, editing. I don't really know what else. We got the intro. Anything else for you?
Yeah, and I was also thinking. Well, also, I want to start looking into like the whole Spotify and Apple Music
yes.
thing. I want to get that out there too, because I mean, I know a lot of people still watch it on YouTube and all that stuff, which is like really cool. Shout out you guys.
For real.
But I think the most convenient way for people to listen to is definitely
It's gonna
Apple
be
Music,
Apple
and
Music and
Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah, like I'll be
I've-
at work and 10-hour shifts, and I'll just queue up like 3-4 episodes of podcasts, and then by the time they're all done, like, oh, you're good to go home. So it's like, yeah, that shit is really convenient too. And like YouTube, you have to have like on unless you have YouTube
Unless you
Red
have
or whatever.
Premium,
Yeah,
which-
yeah.
We do, but not most people.
Yeah, not yeah. So, yeah, we'll definitely work on that. I don't think it'll be too hard. I think we could definitely. It's doable easily.
I was reading that Apple Music is pretty easy, and I could upload like all of the episodes probably by like the end of the week if I wanted to.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah! No, that'd be down. And then
I need to work on that. I need to write that down on my whiteboard in my
Yeah.
room so that I remember.
I need to start doing that too. Yeah, I've realized that. I mean, I keep a lot of mental notes, but recently I've been trying to, write down physical notes, like whether that be on my phone or like on a little piece of paper that I'll find in like my pocket later. I'm like, oh shit, I need to do that. But yeah, no, I've realized that those physical notes definitely help a lot more than just being like, oh, I'll remember about it. But
It's huge.
yeah,
Kind of like a side tangent here, but I started this thing because I was just like feeling like shit. We talk about this like
yeah,
sometimes people just have those kind of depressive episodes,
for sure. Yeah,
and you gotta like kind of climb out of that. And so
Yeah.
I have this giant whiteboard calendar in my room, and there's like the calendar, and then there's like a notes section, and on it I wrote like 4 things that are productive and I wrote each time you look at this whiteboard, pick one of these and do it.
yeah,
And so I have cold shower, I have breathing exercises, I have edit, and then and then like do a workout.
fuck yeah.
And so I made like a little table in my journal, and so I've been like checking off like for every day, like which ones I did for that day.
Oh,
So
sick.
like so I can like track the process or the progress and see, like look at the paper and be like, oh, I actually did feel better on that day. Or it's like, I only did these 2 things and I didn't feel that good, so maybe those things aren't that important,
Yeah, no, for sure.
And trying to kind of like get my mental health down to a science so I can squash that shit and just feel better.
That's impressive, because a lot of people our age, I think they're like, you know what, I'm young. It's okay to have these kind of like thoughts and whatnot, which it is, but
It's totally normal.
it's nice that it's like impressive that you're like looking into yourself in that way, that like you're trying to break your own brain down and be like, okay, this helps me do this helps me do this, that kind of shit. That's
Right.
yeah, like this week I listened to like a lot of podcasts about like Drive, pretty much.
Ooh.
I mean, pretty much like they're all the guys I listen to are like modern day like preachers, but it is kind of helpful to like get your brain flowing a little bit and like realize that, you know what, I could do more than what I'm doing right now. Like and I was telling Crystal this, like I'm like really like right now I I want to find I need to find like a new hobby, or just because I knew that with this podcast it was gonna bring this new
like a
hunger, this new
creative
hunger to
itch.
me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I need to find that something, because I'm like I'm itching for something bad,
Dude.
and I know once I get caught on it, it's gonna be, yeah, like I'm excited.
I feel you
Yeah.
so heavy, bro. I think that this has just really like highlighted my like I don't know. I'm just super interested in content creation in
Dude,
general.
yeah, yeah.
And so, for all you gamers,
Oh shit.
I got a capture card,
Yes,
and I'm gonna
sir.
start making some YouTube videos on that, and I'm gonna have some fun. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All the gamers out there, or not gamers, if you're just trying to watch, I'm gonna try to make like some funny edits and just like fuck around in a bunch of different games, and it should be fun.
That'd be sick. Yeah, like, I think people would definitely want to watch it. I think right now, especially if you have like those quick cuts and all that shit, like that'll be.
That's what's
Yeah,
trending.
Yeah,
popping
exactly.
off,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, and that'll also help me get better at editing, and that'll transfer into here, and I'll be able to also use it as promotion for this, and it
Yeah.
also just sounds fun.
Yeah, so like a month ago, maybe two now, honestly. I sold my computer, right?
Yes.
And like now, I'm not saying I immediately want another one, but I do kind of want to build like a mini rig, because the last one that I had was fucking massive, and it was like
With the fucking 3080, was that what it was?
37, and it was like,
3070.
yeah, and for what I used it for, that was like, there's no point in what I didn't need that for what it was. It was like almost a $2,000 PC.
That's insane.
I didn't need to be using that. Like, that wasn't something, and even then I would barely even play on it. Like,
But you've had a couple different PCs, because
yeah, I've built
Quentin
two.
have one of your old ones?
Yeah, I've built two. Yeah. But now I'm like kind of tempted on, making a list to build a mini one, like a really mini portable build. So there's these like cases that are like probably the size of like the soundboard, right? And then just
Really?
like a little bit taller, but it's like very portable. And I think I'm really interested in getting one of those, and like building one, because
So it's it's basically just like an Xbox sized PC.
yeah, pretty much. And also because I definitely want to I kind of miss playing around with like video editing and shit like that. Like when I hear you talk about it, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm missing it again.
is fun.
So I think I want to just pretty much make like a little creative, like just a creative build, just to be able to utilize Photoshop and Sony Vegas, all that good stuff. But
I
yeah,
want to do that too, because
yeah, I'm itching.
editing on my laptop, the one that we use to like record this and everything,
Mhm.
is like it works, but sometimes like when I'm trying to export the video, first off,
It'll
my
take a minute.
computer is like fucking on fire and the
Yeah.
fan is just screaming, and sometimes it crashes, and so it's like
Fuck
I-
yeah.
I need to kind of like
Yeah, it's that RAM, bro.
it'll just
Yeah.
make it only has 8 gigs of RAM, so I need to definitely find something. It'll just make my life easier.
I mean, you could even upgrade the RAM, but
I
yeah.
don't know if I can on that one, because it's a 2-in-1.
Oh really?
Yeah, so it's like a tablet.
Oh no, yeah. So you just have to open up the back and then
Plug it in.
it's almost like a motherboard pretty much, but like a laptop size motherboard, right? And it has already a slot for like your RAM, but
And you
most
just take out the old one and put in a new one, or there's two.
most of the time there's two on newer laptops, so you can just pop in a new RAM. But I mean, it
I would
depends.
look into that.
But yeah, and
I was looking
pretty
into like
affordable.
if you can change out the graphics card on it or whatever, and like you can't.
you can buy a graphics card and externally have it, but yeah, they're little things. Yeah, but for me, I definitely want to. I kind of want to build a small PC again, but
That'd be
it's
cool.
kind of annoying because I just got done like selling pretty much all of it, and I'm like I've been fine for like 2 months and whatnot, but I knew that I was gonna start getting hungry again, and yeah, it fucking happened.
get
It
that
fucking happened.
craving.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is a perfect segue into where we see the show going, because obviously we're talking about things that we need to fix. We talked about short term, what we're working on, editing, thumbnails, intro, all that type of stuff. And then like speaking long term, like I think we got some big dreams for this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. I was talking to Wesley about this like last week. Yeah, last week. We were talking about how back when I used to make like YouTube videos in high school, whatever. As a kid, you're like, oh, I want to be famous. I want to make all this money. I want to do this, do that.
Yeah.
And I think that is why I didn't really continue doing it, because I got into it for the wrong reasons. But
100%.
yeah.
I used to do this exact same thing. I used to
Yeah.
make skate edits, and I was like, you know, if I fucking find a way to fucking blow up, then I can drop out of college.
Exactly.
I can fucking have money.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have to. But like,
Drive the Lambos, have a mansion.
that's not.
yeah.
First off, it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
Second off, that just sucks all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Unless you're like, you know, I think there's certain types of humans where they just like are like money, money, money. I'll do anything for the money.
Mr. Beast, dude. He's
Yeah,
he's a
I'm
fucking monster. Like, he's actually
a
beast.
genius.
Yeah, he is. He is. But nah, yeah, and we were talking about this last week, and I think this time around when Wesley asked me to do like this podcast, yeah, I was like, you know what? Yeah, like I'm down because it was the first thing was it'd be fucking fun,
So
and that
fun.
was the first like.
And it is.
When that first thought came to mind, I was like, all right, that I'm getting into this for like a good reason, not because I want to profit from it or like, you know, do this, do that, and, you know, gain this much popularity or whatever the fuck. But like I genuinely like I it's just fun, and I think if
is.
we continue doing this,
With that mindset,
yeah, like
it's gonna work out.
I just want to like impact people in some way, you know, have, you know, somebody going through something or, you know, in a similar situation, or just, you know, a young person, you know, trying to figure out his way through life. We're there too. So, yeah,
That's
I think,
facts.
yeah, that's like my main goal with this whole thing. Like to be able to have somebody wake up one day and be like, oh, they posted, thank God. And like listen to it and, you know, walk away from it, you know, smiling, laughing, or just feeling like, you know, a little bit more less alone. I don't know. Just, you know what I'm saying though? You get what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
100%. If I can help impact just one of the people who watch this video and somehow I make them feel better or have a better day or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it might be, then doing this is totally worth it. And then on top of that, yeah, on like even if like I really hope that we can have that sort of impact, but even if it doesn't work out like that,
Yeah.
I'm having a good time, bro, and I'm learning new skills. I'm becoming a better public speaker.
Literally, yeah.
I feel like I'm just growing up and I'm having fun, and it's kind of just a blessing.
It is, yeah. Like week in and week out, like instead of like thinking, like getting in my own brain about like certain thoughts or whatever, I find myself more often than not, like if I'm not like busy doing something or like I'm just chilling or whatever, like in my brain, I'll just be like brainstorming. Okay, this could maybe work for that, and like I'll just like this podcast is like something that I like constantly think about.
Oh my
But
God.
it's so like from like it's like it feels healthy in a way. It's almost like
That is
it's
so
yeah,
true.
it's
and
keeping
like
me busy.
I've been
yeah.
noticing that like when I have thought like there's something like a conflict comes up in my life,
Yeah,
I feel like lately because I've been just kind of like articulating things on the show,
exactly.
I feel like I have like my problem solving has gotten a little bit better and I can think about things more logically and clearly, which sounds really weird.
No,
but
it's-
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like I mean this is the only thing that I could think of that's doing that. And I guess just growing up in general probably has that same effect.
I think in the first episode we talked about how this would be like almost therapeutic
yeah,
in a way,
we
and
did.
it's what episode are we on? What's
This is going to be 6.
yeah 6 weeks later, well 6 episodes later, weeks 2,
About 2 months.
yeah, like it genuinely feels like every single time we record, it's like I get to like take, you know, certain thoughts out of my head and like, you know, take this weight off of my shoulders, but it feels like good though, like it almost, I don't know, it gives me like this weird feeling of like
Fulfillment.
yeah, it's like very calming too. It's like satisfying to just be able to do that and
I
like not
had-
feel like pressured about it, you know?
I had the same realization or a similar realization the other day where like this is the first time in my life where I feel like I have a little bit of purpose.
Dude.
Which sounds so weird, but like it's true. Like I'm just doing something I enjoy,
Yeah.
and that alone is just way more powerful than you might realize.
Yeah, like shit, like 1 year ago, like yeah, I was ass, but like I just, you know, you wake up, you go to work, come back home, sleep, same shit every single day. But
Pretty
this,
much.
yeah, it gives me something to like look forward to every week, and like just something to like you know, put my mind on, and like know that I could, you know, instead of using that energy to sit, play video games or do whatever I'm doing, like this gives me that little extra like something to do, whether that just be pulling on my phone, taking some notes about, oh, this would be cool to talk about, or
Exactly.
or like genuinely like looking up videos like, oh, how to improve a podcast, or like listening to podcasts about how to, you know,
That's my
do better
favorite
at
thing. I
podcasting,
love
like-
just. I've been listening to the Yard Ludwig's podcast.
Yeah.
I hope some of you guys know who that is because
I need to get
First
into
off,
that. Yeah.
that show is fucking hilarious, dude. Those guys are funny.
The Yard, right? Okay.
Yard,
Alright,
yeah.
Sweet.
It's dope. I can send it to you later.
Say less. Yeah, I've been like scouring through for like new podcasts. So yeah, I'd be
Dude,
down
yeah,
for
it's
that.
so funny, and I love it. I think it has a really similar dynamic to us, but you can tell that those dudes are just like so close to each other because they all
Yeah.
live together and they live together for years.
Oh yeah, that's like
And so,
Yeah.
dude, they
chemistry's probably
the
gnarly.
chemistry is insane, and they just fucking crack jokes and just roll with
Shit.
it, and they just like it's so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's super fun to like look at those things and like when you watch it for entertainment. Like before we had this, I would watch it, and it was like it was entertainment. But now I can see like what's going on behind the scenes.
It's like a study session almost. Yeah. Yeah.
And I just like can connect the dots and be like, oh wow, that's a really good idea, or like that segment was fire, or something like that.
Yeah. It's almost like I can compare it to like, when like you learn something and then you see that apply in real life and you're like, oh, I understand how that works. Like, for example, like in college, like, I mean, I'm assuming, yeah, you took a film class too, like,
Yeah.
multiple type shit. And now when like I watch a movie, I'll be like, I'm like, dude,
100%.
Imagine like I can't like I'm trying to think of how that shot was like done, and I'm like, holy fuck, like how long it must have taken, or like certain things, like you're kind of breaking it apart
That's
now.
such a perfect
But
analogy.
now that we're doing a podcast, like I'll look at the podcast, I'm like, fuck, like they
You're
had to
like,
do this for that, and like the way they do like their segments and like and how they like segments like advertisements and shit. Like I'm like, dude, these guys are like fucking pros. Like they're good at what they
literally
do.
pros,
Yeah,
and we're the amateurs, and
Yeah.
so we look up to them, and we kind of like take bits here
it's
and there.
nice though. Yeah, it's cool. It's like we're almost. They're like all the podcasts that we're listening to now. It's almost like they're like our like masters or whatever. Like we're like the apprentices. We're like
we're
just
the fucking,
watching.
They're,
Yeah.
they're our sensei.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, and they don't even know it, but like they're genuinely like helping us like figure out how to do this whole thing.
It's
so.
super fun, and I think it also just shows that we have this drive to improve, and it's so natural, and like like I don't have to think like, oh, I have to get better, or I have to like find something to do this to make this show better. And no,
Yeah.
it's just like
Something you genuinely
I
want
don't
to
have
do.
to force myself. Yeah, it just
Yeah.
happens naturally because I'm just having so much fun doing it, and
Exactly.
I'm enjoying it. And yeah, I see in the future for this show, like, I don't know, the possibilities are endless. First off, I mean, viewership is a thing that I think both of us think about, and it's not like a motivator for us, but like if we can get like 100 subs in like the next couple months, I'll be so stoked.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I should put something on the line, like maybe
Ooh,
Like,
this would
if
be
I-
interesting. Yeah, I'd be down for something like that. Yeah.
like if we get 100 subs by the end of the year, I'll like shave my head or some crazy shit.
Yo, dude, you know what?
Imagine. Should I commit right now?
Dude, hey,
Alright,
do it.
I don't know.
I'll put something
This is
online.
so
I'll think
fucking
about
stupid.
something.
I shouldn't do this. If you're watching and you're not subscribed yet,
No
you better go
way.
subscribe, because you have about 2 weeks, like a week and a half. And if we can somehow, this is not gonna happen. This is totally
Oh, dude, I'm
unrealistic.
gonna promote the shit out of this.
If we can get to 100 subs by 11:59 on New Year's, then I'll shave my head.
All right,
Deadass.
dude. Hey,
I'm not even playing.
should I join, dude?
Imagine, dude, we're gonna be
Wait, we
a
have
couple of bald dudes.
we have Angie in
A
the back.
few
And
bald
she's
dudes.
saying no. She's saying no.
That would be hilarious.
Julie, Angie, dude.
Dude, you have dark hair though, so your shit's gonna look better than mine. But I don't know.
Fuck.
It's a fucking commitment regardless.
It really is. How about
So
fuck. I'm trying to think of like a wager. I'll come back to this.
you could dye it or something. I don't know.
Yo, you know what? Yeah. If we
What color? She says purple.
Purple.
Purple's kind of fire.
all right, fuck it. Yeah, if we hit 100,
get 100 subs,
I will dye my hair purple.
this
yeah.
is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I pray. Well, I actually, like, I want to say I hope it doesn't, but I hope it does.
You know, I'm gonna still promote the fuck out of it because I'll take purple hair, but I want to see.
No,
you
dude, my
shaved.
end of the bargain is so much worse. Well, I mean, that just shows how I'm committed to this. So if that
Yeah.
somehow happens, first off, if you haven't
Fucking
subscribed
shout out, dude.
already,
Yeah.
dude, fucking scroll down there and subscribe already. What are you doing? Like, don't you want to see me do this? Well, maybe we could even do it on the show. Imagine.
Yo,
That'd
dude,
be
I'd be down.
insane.
Let's
You
fucking
have
do
to
it.
Shave my head.
Let's fucking do it. Yeah.
No,
And-
well,
and it's-
I
and
don't
it's
know
not
who I
too-
trust more.
It's not too hard to. I've dyed my own hair before. You just get the bleach it and then.
My
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll bleach it and then we'll Dye it purple. I'd be down.
Oh yeah, we could dye your hair and shave my head on the show at the same time.
Yeah.
That would be a fire fucking episode.
Yeah, you just put in the bleach because I don't know if the dye will be set in. We're making all these plans right now, and we're probably not gonna even hit 100. But yeah,
I mean, who knows? Now it's out there.
now there's something. So
we have one more episode to upload before the end of the year. Well, I don't know. Well, Christmas is on Saturday, so maybe we do it the day after Christmas. We can do it record on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I'm down. Yeah,
or
yeah.
we can record on Christmas. I'm low-key kind of down for that. But you guys got plans, huh?
Probably night. I'll be open Christmas night.
Christmas night?
Like
Dude, yeah, we
yeah,
could record on
yeah.
Christmas. That'd be fun.
fire. Yeah, yeah. We can have a little Christmas special. We can have some
So-
decorations and shit up or something.
Yeah. And
But-
then this episode doesn't come out until Friday. There's no way we're not gonna hit this goal. I'm like putting it together in my head right now. It's not gonna happen.
I think it's
But-
going to.
Nah.
I think it's going to. I
If
think it's
we
going to.
promoted it like on Instagram or something.
I'm
like,
gonna
it might
fucking
happen.
promote the shit out of it to where I'm gonna annoy people and they're probably gonna unfollow me, but I don't give a shit. I'm
Also,
doing it.
going off of that, follow the Instagram. Go follow the Instagram.
Oh yeah.
We
yeah.
have like 40 followers or something crazy like that, and that's how many we have on YouTube too. So,
Yeah, so I know whoever's following that are definitely like they definitely watch this shit. So shout out you guys, yeah. Also talking about social media, I need to make a TikTok. I'm gonna make one
yeah.
of them, and then I'm
I
gonna
forgot about that.
post like clips from the podcast and whatnot, just funny moments, all that kind of shit.
And I'm gonna work on getting on YouTube Shorts too, so we'll have both of those covered.
A few dudes underscore.
is the Instagram.
Yeah. Shout out Angie.
It'll be in the description also.
Yeah, it'll be sick. But yeah, TikTok coming soon. I feel like I wanted to say something else that was coming. Oh yeah, I really want to make like some like segment or something like that. We like a reoccurring
Like
segment.
a reoccurring segment.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
So like there's these guys that they have like this wheel, and every single episode the guest will have to spin it twice, and one's like it'll have things ranging from like body count to like take a shot to
Ooh,
like
damn, that
all
shit's
this crazy
fire.
shit, which that's like so genius. But
That's
then
a really great
there's these
idea.
other guys that at the end of their episode, the last 10 minutes, they have use like their fans like send in relationship problems or whatnot or
Whoa.
scenarios, and
Oh,
they'll read
dude,
them
yeah, I
out.
was thinking about that. Doing like a mail type of thing, like they email us and then we like read a few on the podcast or something.
Yeah, I'd be down. Yeah, and I was thinking, that red card game, the one or like we can get some kind of card game or something like that has like the reading style where you ask a question, and we can get something like that. I was thinking, and
Sponsor us. No,
yeah, for real.
that'd be sick.
And like we can like read out like maybe it's like a gag. I don't know, just something like you know what I'm saying though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying. And
yeah.
then
I get
you
what
read
you're
it out,
saying.
and then you ask the guest or whatever, and then you can create like conversation about
super
something.
interesting. I think that's an awesome thing for us to kind of brainstorm about and
Yeah,
try
I
to figure out
definitely
something
want- yeah.
like I don't know,
Some
like a
little segment
niche
that'll-
thing
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like ours and like just like a cool idea. That would be super fun.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good point for me to talk about another thing that I want to do in the future, because like I talked about earlier, I have a capture card now, which means I can record gameplay. So fucking Mario Party on the podcast.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
Smash Bros, or like literally anything, like any fun game like that. Fucking there's like that version of Life on the computer that
Oh,
seems
yeah.
pretty fun. And then that's other things that we could do. Board games, we could do the card games. I have a fuck ton of card games at
Oh,
my
that'd be
mom's
fire,
place.
actually. Yeah.
And so like having like a game night maybe like once a month would be pretty sick. I think
Yeah,
I
that'd be
think that's
down.
a fun
We
idea.
could just have like homies just pull up, and then we'll just
No,
record
literally.
like a podcast style like gaming thing. That'd be dope for
We'd
sure.
have to get like probably like a boom mic arm or something so that we could like record everybody's audio and everything,
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
turn up the gain and hope that it picks everything up.
Yeah, that'd be down. Yeah, I'm actually bringing up. I mean, this is kind of off topic, but it's kind of topic. Speaking about gaming, my brother, he's letting me have back the Nintendo 64. And I'm fucking stoked for that because I have like
It doesn't even have it HDMI. It has the fucking
the analog things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't record it. That kind of sucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you can get like an adapter.
Yeah, there's definitely adapters for that, like 100%.
There's a
I mean,
way.
People can record Game Boy like screens, so there has
True.
to be some kind of yeah.
There's some crazy shit
Um,
for sure.
But yeah, and I'm hyped for that because I have like Smash Bros, fucking 007, like
The OG
like all that
Smash
shit. Yeah,
Bros.
like FX0. I don't know if you ever played that one. That one was sick. That game's underrated as fuck.
No,
It's
I've
like this
heard of it.
racing game, but you're like in spaceships. And then there's like Mickey Mouse Speedway USA. A lot of people don't know what the fuck that is, but it's like
Sounds fire.
it's like imagine nice. So we have our first relationship problem. Woo, 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 woo. So the siren. Yeah. Relationship problem. My boyfriend calls me Angie.
This is the first mail that we've received at A Few Dudes HQ coming in from our number one fan. She says that she has a problem where her boyfriend continues to call her Angie.
Yeah, what should we
What
do
do you think about
that?
this, Carlos?
Um,
How would
you know,
that make you feel?
if I was, say, for example, in some weird multiverse or something like that, I was the boyfriend, right?
No, there's no way.
Yeah,
But
there's no way. Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically speaking, yeah. I would just keep on rocking with it. Angie sounds pretty.
You
sick.
gotta learn to love it. Sometimes
Yeah.
things like that, they're it's like it sets you apart. It makes your relationship unique. Let's say.
Yeah, I think it adds like an interesting dynamic. It's like little nicknames. So they'll call you maybe, say for example, just a random example, like they call you like Amore or some shit like that, right? Or like just something like crazy. And then you call her Angie. I think that's like a good little dynamic.
It's cute.
I think,
love it.
Yeah, I love that shit. Yeah. So if you have any more relationship problems, send them our way.
I will from this point on. I'll put the email in the description, and you can
Yeah.
email us like literally. So
Or even just DM
or
the Instagram. Yeah, DM
That's
the Instagram.
another thing. If you make it to the end of the video, take a screenshot, send it to us on Instagram, and we'll shout you out, or like we'll try to have you on the show or something like that. We'll find something to do.
Because we'll know that you're definitely a fucking real one if you
If
do
you,
that. Like,
If you make it to the end of all these, first off, we said this in the last episode. Just come on the show. Just hit us
Yeah,
up and come on the
yeah.
show because clearly you're interested. And I mean, I think that if you are that interested, that you should come out and say your part.
like we don't even live that crazy of lives, so like we don't
We
expect
don't.
you guys
We're
to
just
come
a
on and
few
be like,
dudes.
oh, I went to Taiwan, I got jumped in Las Vegas. We don't. If you're chill and you like us, then we'll fuck with you too. So
That's facts.
yeah, let us know who you are, and we'll have you on this shit for
I
sure.
did have one guy. I think I talked about this. Or I don't know if I did talk about this on the podcast. I talked about this with you though, where on the very first episode, this guy is like, a few dudes, period. Yeah! Exclamation point. He's like, I would love to come on sometime. And I figured he knew you because I didn't know who this guy was. And so I was like, yeah, man, that'd be sick. Just get in contact with Carlos. And he's like, he replies to me. He's like, okay. I don't know who Carlos is though. And I'm like, who is this guy? What is going on?
Yeah, I think I saw that. I don't know who he is, but yeah. So I mean, hey, but yeah, if you want to come on, anybody,
If you know
yeah.
us and you're like literally from this area and
Yeah.
you're not a creeper, just fucking
Come
DM
through.
us.
Yeah,
DM us on Instagram and we'll talk about it.
would be fun.
But yeah, I was just like so surprised by that. I was like, I mean,
Yeah.
shout out. You gotta have some balls to just be like, I don't know who the fuck you are, but let me come on your show.
Yeah,
that
literally.
has about
yeah.
20 views. 'Cause that's what it had at the moment. Shout out him.
But
He's a
also, if we're
fucking
giving out
homie.
little shout outs, the first person that was like in public, and I was like, hey, yo, dude, you're making I heard you're making like a podcast. I was like, oh, yeah, I am. It's the homie Tyzak. I don't know if he's watching this. If you are, shout out you.
Really?
But yeah, I pulled up to the gas station, and then I was like, oh, what's up, man? He's like, hey, what's up? He's like, dude, you're making a podcast now, huh? And I was like, yeah, I am. And he's like, dude, that's sick. He's like, yeah. He's like, what's it called again? And I was like, oh, Few Dudes. But and hey, he knew about it. So I was like, hey, shout out. I don't
What a
know.
legend.
I don't know how he knew about it, but
He must have
fucking-
saw it on your story or maybe or something.
oh yeah, maybe, yeah. I guess that could be a possibility, yeah.
Well, I'm sure that's what it was, but
Yeah.
still, that's cool that he was just interested in it and that he was able to bring it up to you.
For sure.
What a homie.
But
Hit us up, bro. Come on.
but yeah, I do have a couple little
Got
notes.
some notes.
Oh shit. If my phone wants to unlock, it's not wanting to scan my fingerprint. Dude, fucking first world problems right here. Oh yeah, so I did we were talking about podcasts earlier, right?
Mhm.
And I did listen to this one episode. I kind of talked to you about this a little bit yesterday.
Did you?
But I listened to this one podcast with it's Logan Paul's podcast. And he was
that's right.
interviewing
I remember
Mr.
this.
Beast. And dude, like I thought I always kind of like knew, a bit about YouTube and like how like just like even like social media in general works, but this guy, yeah, he literally has it down to like a science, and it was so fascinating. Like, you know, knowing what I kind of know, and then hearing what this guy knows, and he wasn't even revealing like, you know, 9,
He
10%.
doesn't want to give
He
a
doesn't
lot of
wanna
it away
anything
because
away, yeah.
he literally has
He's running
figured
this
out the
shit.
system,
Yeah,
and he can make any video pop off and be like one of the most viewed
Yeah.
YouTube videos ever.
I mean, he made like the Squid Game video that he made. Dude, he recreated that with
Doesn't it
I
have
think
like 300 million views or something?
yeah,
crazy?
and he put in like I think it was like I might be wrong, but I thought it was like 3 million. No, definitely over 3 million. I think it was like no, I think it was $3 million he put into the video. Like imagine dropping 3 M's on a video, and then dude, he got more views
He got more
than the
views
than the
than
actual
Squid
show.
Game itself.
Yeah.
And like I think he also made like a similar amount of money or something crazy like that.
Oh,
too.
I
That-
wouldn't
I
doubt
might
it.
be wrong about that
Yeah.
actually.
But his like turnaround rate, he was saying on like how he every like 90% of the money, no, like 95% of the money he makes on YouTube or from his videos or anything like that, he just invests it straight back into like
Yeah.
videos, which is
Yeah.
fucking nuts. Like that guy, and like listening to two titans like that, like talking about the space and like how they came from where they came from and like what they had to do to like get where they are, dude. It's fucking nuts. Like
That is insane.
Mr. Beast has been making videos for 10 years. I did not know that.
Wow, I did not know that
And
either.
yeah, like he went from gaming videos to like, kind of inspirational videos, and then he was like, you know what, I got to start doing challenge videos, and like he did like sang Logan Paul about a million times or whatever the fuck. Took him like 10 hours to do it, but he was just in front of a camera, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul.
What the
And,
heck?
dude, a million times, and then that I think that was the first video I saw that like from him, and then like a few months later he was like popping off. Like I don't know, it's so interesting like on
Everybody
how
knows who Mr. Beast is
Oh,
nowadays.
yeah,
which
yeah,
is
and-
crazy.
yeah, like I guess why I'm bringing that up is just 'cause it is fucking nuts on like what just dedication and like just like hard work can like bring you. Like it genuinely can. If you have like, dude, their mindset, it's like something that I strive to have. Like they are just so like just hungry, and like they're like just fucking dogs with that kind of shit. Like
Yeah.
they if they want something, they don't stop at anything. They get it. Like they straight up
Right.
just go
They're
for
super dedicated to the platform too, and I think that's a big thing of what leads to success on YouTube,
it. Oh yeah.
and that's time. The people who have been here the longest are like a lot of the most popular,
Yeah. 'Cause
like PewDiePie, fucking yeah, Mr. Beast, who I guess has been here for 10 years, but I didn't know.
yeah.
I thought he was a newer thing, but I guess I don't know. You kind of get that experience, and you build a fan base, and they're like loyal, and then they're gonna promote for you, and that's why if you just stick to YouTube, after a certain amount of time, it usually pays off for you.
And like even just on like say like so those guys obviously they've been doing it for years, but even just like when I was listening to them, I was like, dude, and I started thinking about us, and just within the past like 2 months, 3 months, like we've made crazy like progress. Like
We've gotten so much better, and I
Yeah.
think about that every single time. It's kind of amazing to see how literally every single show we improve.
yeah, whether that just be like our like our language or the way we like crack jokes or just anything
how
like that.
comfortable we are.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Also production things, like obviously the big one this week is that we have lights, and we have this. We're setting up the table differently, and
Yeah. A more straightforward
Different
camera angle, all
angle.
that stuff. Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, it's super fun too to just be constantly getting better. It feels super rewarding.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, yeah, no, it's nuts, and it's only seeing that we've been doing this for like 2 months. I can't imagine where like what it's gonna look like 2 months from now. Like
True.
like who we could be having
That's
on the
insane to
podcast,
think
or
about.
like how it's gonna look. What kind of dude? Maybe by then we'll have different equipment. Who fucking knows? Like anything.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a total mystery, but
Yeah.
it's awesome.
So, yeah, I'm fucking I'm excited just for everything to like come to like full circle type shit.
In
Like we're
a-
putting in the work, and
In a distant, in a far dream, I have just imagined this room with sound foam all over
Oh,
the
dude.
walls, a logo posted up on the wall,
dude,
fucking
yeah, a nice like table like kind of rounded off,
like
some-
4 microphones, the Shure
Yeah.
SM7Bs, just like cream of the
Oh
crop
god,
microphone,
yeah,
perfect lighting,
yes,
and that is like I'm a bus. I'm a bus. I'm a
yeah,
bus.
yeah. Like I get actually so jealous when I see like when I'm watching other podcasts and like I see their sets. I'm like, fuck, man.
Dude, that's the other thing
Like,
about the
fuck.
yard, bro. Their shit is so fire, dude.
Damn.
It's literally so it's called the yard. It's
Yeah.
a room in their house, but they make it look like it's a backyard, like the whole set.
Oh,
There's like a little fireplace. There's a grill. They have like fencing all around it, and they have like
Damn.
stars and like a fake tree.
That's
It's
genius.
fucking insane,
That's
and
genius.
it's so cool.
Yeah. Like I've seen some like ranging. I mean, I've never heard of anything like that. I need to fucking check that out for sure.
It's
But
super cool.
there's some that are like bar styled or like there's
Yeah.
one that's like carnival style that I watch. And then you have like guys like Joe Rogan that are just chill, and then you got like the Misfits that are just they got like neon lights and shit.
They've
like,
been through a whole bunch of different iterations of their set. I remember when they used to have
Yeah.
Toby on the telly. He would like sit in a car or something.
yeah, they had like
Yeah,
a
and it
fucking
would, like,
car.
It would like change camera angles to him when he
Yeah.
talked, which
And
was
Zuckles would
so
have like
funny.
a GoPro on his head, and it'd be like he's like I gotta take a piss, and then he'd go and take a piss, and it'd like show him
No.
walking to the fucking toilet,
Oh, dude.
and
yeah,
while they're
the-
all just talking, and you're just watching a guy fucking pee into a urinal.
That's
like,
what I'm saying, man. The fucking
Yeah.
possibilities are endless. Like
Yeah.
there's so much we could do. Just thinking that maybe one day we'll have a studio just for this. That is just such a fun idea, and I don't know, dude. It like makes me speechless.
Yeah, no, I think the fact that we have these kind of like aspirations and like dreams for it, I think it's only a matter of time, honestly. Like,
And it feels so like most of the dreams I've had in my life. It's like, how the fuck am I gonna get there? But this is one of those things where it's like
it's there.
I'm
Yeah,
like
it's attainable.
I don't want to say I know how to get there, but like I'm getting there.
Yeah, yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Well, we're just walking along the path, and we see that finish line, but we're like, we just gotta make sure we don't trip and fall on our faces.
That's right. You
we-
got to
we-
take your time.
Yeah, we got that path, but we just gotta make sure we
Slow and steady wins
yeah.
the race.
exactly. We don't want to tire ourselves out or any of that shit. So,
Yeah, dude.
nah, yeah,
It's
we'll
fucking
be
awesome.
we'll get there for sure. But when we do, man. Oh man, I'm fucking stoked. I'm so
You
stoked.
can just see it in us
Yeah,
that we
I'm
get so
fucking-
fucking giddy.
yeah.
I feel like a little kid when I'm talking about this because
Yeah.
it's just so much fun. It's like I think it's literally one of the most fun things I've done in my entire life. I feel like I sound like a broken record at this point. I just keep on saying that shit, but it's true. And I
Yeah.
don't really have the words to explain it, I guess.
Like when you would like, I mean, I think everybody who's listening to this is at least once in a lifetime like recorded a YouTube video and been like,
Probably.
hey, what is going on, guys?
going
and like
on?
all that
How we
kind of
doing?
shit. Yeah, yeah. Like it's weird 'cause now I feel like I don't know. It feels like we're doing that, but in like the most natural, most comfortable way we possibly can. That feels like not like quirky or like anything like that. Like
Like I'm so proud of it, and I was not this proud of all the other videos I made.
Yeah,
Like I was like,
yeah.
oh, dude, this is cool. I made something.
yeah.
But this is something where I'm just like so shocked that we're doing it, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt anybody who's listening to this has seen this one video that I posted. Maybe there might be a few of you
That's
guys.
true. Some
but-
of y'all might have seen my old YouTube videos too.
Yeah, there's this one that I was recording. It was Rocket League gameplay, right? And I had like a face cam like in the corner, and I had like the
No
border and
way.
everything. I had the border and everything like that.
Yeah,
And
that's so
I had like
sick.
my headphones on and everything like that. But in that video, I was trying to be like with the camera in front of me, like I'd never done that before. And like playing a video game, so like I'd score and I'd be like, I'd look straight at the camera, I'd be like, yes, like it was just the most like unnatural shit
I
you
love
could
it.
possibly. And it's
So
funny 'cause
good.
I still have it like privated on my YouTube, but I'll sometimes like late nights, I'll be like, oh, I want to like rewatch this shit, and I
I have
hear
my
a little,
videos private
like,
too.
pre-pubescent voice, and then you like look at it, and I'm like, oh fuck. So like I'll see that thumbnail every once in a while, I'm like, oh fuck that, and I'll just like scroll past it because
That's
it's
so funny.
it's some different world shit. But yeah, nah.
Yeah, and now we're here, just a few dudes, and I don't know, we're thriving.
Yeah, fuck man. I'm excited. I'm stoked.
Oh man, yeah, I'm really glad that we got to do this episode where we just kind of touch base and kind of go over what's going on in our heads, because I think that this is going to be just really good for us going forward. We'll be able to kind of have these things. What is that?
Oh god.
Is that the video?
Yeah. No, that's like a music video that I had actually.
Oh,
I think some
watched
people
that.
I think some people have actually watched
I've
that.
watched
Yeah,
it.
that one's different. Okay, nah.
Oh fuck, I'm distracted. now.
Fuck, getting exposed out here.
Yeah, I have no idea what I was talking about.
Oh no, you're talking about how like it was nice to have like doing this was nice.
It's nice to do this with just the two of us, because
Yeah,
going forward, we'll be able to have a lot of these thoughts that we've been keeping in. Because like I don't think we really want to talk about this with other people, because they're like on the show like guests, because they're just like Yeah, cool. Or it's like we're addressing them, and, you know, and if we have
Yeah.
a guest here,
We don't
then
really have
by
time
them
to
I
be
mean
like,
the audience.
yeah, yeah,
And if we have a guest here, then I want to be addressing them, you know. And they're,
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think that our guests are the star of the show, and
Oh,
that's
for sure. We gotta. We're if anything, we're the supporting like characters in that situation.
yeah. No, they come
Yeah.
on here, and we kind of like lead them through this dialogue that they get to kind of talk about things, and
Yeah.
we get to dive into their interests. And yeah. So I haven't really wanted to bring these things up that we're talking about today up while they're here. So, like I said, it's a really roundabout way to get here, but I'm getting there. And there.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Going forward, that I think it's gonna improve our show after this. Like I think we'll just have all these things off our chest, and
Yeah.
we'll have like a clear vision of where we're going, and what we're doing to get there, and also just you guys get to be informed.
Yeah, that's the most important. Yeah, for sure. Like you guys get to know, you know, how we're feeling about what we're doing and like what we want to like make happen here soon and then later and whatnot. But yeah, no, I think this was definitely needed in terms of like, you know, bringing more clarity to like what's going on
Yeah.
and like how we're trying to go about this whole podcast.
Because
So,
I'm sure a lot of people out there are wondering, like, is this gonna last, or like
yeah,
all the doubters are like, okay,
Yeah, and if
I guess you have a podcast. That's
yeah, and if any of you guys are hating, please do so. Like
voice it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to hear
I
it.
fucking
Go
I-
in the comments
yeah,
and type.
yeah. I love that shit. 'Cause
Get your little angry clickety clackety clickety
Yeah,
clackety
yeah.
and just go to town in
it
there
like
because
whenever I like people like even in like the real world when people are like, oh, that's fucking whack, or like, you know, they'll like hate on something you're doing. I like low key love that shit because I'm like, I'm gonna prove your ass wrong.
nah,
and then-
it's a
and
little
then-
challenge.
Yeah, and I'm
Nah.
gonna prove your ass wrong, and I'm gonna see your reaction, and I just want to see that shit stay with you and know that you just took an L.
Yeah.
So I want, if any of you guys are like, oh, this shit sucks, dude, let us know, please. I mean, if it sucks, then they're not probably gonna make it to the end of this.
Oh yeah, they would have
podcast.
left already.
Yeah, it would have
So
been gone.
we're just
gone.
kinda memeing, but, That's the
funny.
other thing is that I haven't seen anybody hate. There's been a few people who have like given me feedback in a way where I'm like, okay, that was kind of douchey, but like
Damn.
I respect what you're saying, and so but like that's not really hating. I think that
Yeah.
was just like a misinterpretation on my end probably
Yeah,
because
nah.
everybody who I've talked to like in person or like because I work in a restaurant, we all know this at this point,
Yeah.
and I constantly have people being like, whoa, you have a radio voice. And I'm like, so, you know, people told me that a lot. And I started a podcast.
Hey,
and
let's
I like
go.
plug it every single
Yeah.
chance I get. And I had this one family. They're like a bunch of regulars. Hopefully they're watching. I hope you guys are watching.
Dude,
That'd be so
fucking
cool.
Nuts. Yeah,
That'd be so
nuts.
cool. And they're all I told them about the podcast one time when they came in, and they came in again, and they're like, okay, so what's going on with the podcast? Because I was like, what's new with you guys? And they're like, nothing. They're like, what about you? And I'm like, just still working on the podcast. And they're like, okay, well, tonight you're going to get 3 more subscribers because
Hey,
all of
let's
us are going to go
go.
home and subscribe. And I'm like, say less. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
going to be looking. Y'all better not be playing because I'm going to go look and see if we got more subs. And we did.
Ah, fucking
So,
shout out. Yeah, that's sick.
It's just, I don't know.
Oh, I'm out here burping and shit. Excuse me. Sorry if Mike caught that. Maybe it didn't.
Just
I don't know.
embrace it and just let it
Yeah.
out into their eardrums. They'll like it.
There we go. Excuse me. I'm sorry. But
That's your mic from here on out. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Maybe.
No, I'm
We'll
playing.
never know. I'm just kidding.
I don't think it's that big a deal.
But fuck, what was I gonna say?
I have no idea. I feel like I was saying something with that whole story too, but I totally lost what I was saying.
Yeah, I just kind of lost completely what we were going. Oh no, the hater thing. No, yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
did.
right. Everybody's
yeah.
super nice, just
Yeah.
like that. Everybody's super supportive
Yeah,
and just insanely nice. It's super cool.
yeah. I've received
thank you.
one like criticism, I guess, but it was at the very beginning of like our whole thing. Like I think it was really the first episode, and they're like, oh yeah, it's a little bit slow. It seems a little confusing. Like
Oh my
And-
god, that first episode was so confusing.
yeah, like I'm kind of scared to watch it back now because
Dude,
like
that's so
what
true,
the fuck?
it was hella confusing. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember watching it and being like, "Holy shit, dude! We have to clarify what we're talking about because, like, obviously, when you're here and you're like physically talking with another person, you know what's going on, like what the conversation is about. But when you're watching it and you're not directly involved, you can kind of get lost. And like we just speak about things like very, I don't know what the
We'll
word
just
is.
jump from like thing to thing, just like
Yeah, and it's
without-
like
yeah.
talk about things like not in very good detail. Like you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about,
nah,
and
for
I know
sure,
what you're
yeah.
talking about, but
Yeah.
sometimes they don't, and so we have to really flesh out our ideas, which I think we definitely didn't do in that episode.
Yeah, I think like yeah, doing this has helped me kind of be able to process what's going on more in my brain and be able to spit that shit out in like words because
So true.
yeah, before I mean obviously it's still like a struggle a little bit, but like it's definitely helping, and kind of articulate what's going on in my brain. So yeah, it's cool as fuck. I'm hyped.
Hey Crystal, can you check if it's recording real quick? It is.
All
Okay.
right, sweet.
I looked at it for a second and I was like, I had anxiety and I was like, it better not be done.
Fair enough. Shout out Angie.
Yeah. Thank you.
But yeah, do you have anything else to touch on or anything?
I mean, I just want to say that I've had a few other criticisms too, like just while we're on that train of thought.
Yeah.
And I had people talk about the set.
Okay. Yeah. Fair
I
enough.
had one dude hit me up and he was like, first off, I hope this shit blows up. It's Kevin Orozco from high
Hey.
school, the homie.
Shout out,
We could
yeah.
have him on. That would be super fun. He's a fun dude.
I'd be down. Yeah.
And yeah, he was like, first off, I hope this shit blows up. Second off, you got to do something about the set because it's like you got to make that shit pop so that people want to watch it. And I think he was 100% correct. And
Yeah.
so clearly we're working on it. We got lights now. So
Yeah. I mean, hey, next episode we might have a whole backdrop thing going. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes.
we're
and
going to
then-
experiment.
yeah.
It's a process. And,
Yeah.
I hope that you guys join us on this journey of just trying to figure this out, having fun with it. Hopefully it inspires you to find something like that in your life and for you to take on that challenge and go with it too, because I'm going to tell you right now, if there's something you really want to do it and don't look back and you will not regret it.
Yeah, I was definitely nervous going into this, but then now that we're 6 months, like 6 weeks later, it doesn't even feel like it,
It's
because
not, it
it's
went
just
by
been fun.
fast.
Like yeah, and I'm kind of like, I'm like, oh fuck, like this shit has to slow down because now like it feels like like yesterday you were like, oh yeah, we're still on for tomorrow. I was like, holy fuck, dude, like we have to record again. Like holy, like I thought
Dude,
we just
have
finished
the exact
recording.
Same
Yeah,
thing,
like
dude, it goes by really fast.
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's kind of hard and it's intimidating
Mm-hmm.
because I'm dreading the day where something's gonna happen. It's inevitable because life happens and we're gonna miss
We're
an
gonna miss a
episode
week.
and it is gonna break my fucking heart.
Yeah. No, I think, say like, for example, I mean, this almost happened like when I went to Cali, like you almost recorded with Quentin, which I think is perfectly like fine. Like,
See, and that's the thing
yeah.
that we're gonna try and find a way to make it work.
yeah, for
but
sure.
Things do happen.
Yeah. So I mean, worst case scenario, we might miss a week, but I think the way we're going now, we're
I
chilling.
am seriously impressed that we have not missed a week so far.
Dude. Yeah, and yeah, there's definitely been some times where I'm like, oh fuck,
You
but then I'm
kinda-
like, yeah,
you dread it, and then we get here, and we just make it happen. Especially because of my whole license situation, and Carlos decided to pick me up.
I don't mind that though. It's not a bad thing.
I think it's good because we kind of get to have a little bit of chemistry going, and we like get into the zone while we're like driving, and we can hang out for a second.
Yeah, we debrief, especially on the way back home. We always like debrief a little bit.
Dude, on the way
Yeah,
home,
we, like,
we get
reflect
into
on
some
shit.
good shit.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, fuck. Why didn't we talk about this in the podcast? But yeah,
And
nah.
We just, yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought again. This keeps happening this episode.
yeah,
I'm tired.
fucking
I don't know
hell.
what's going on.
It is a Sunday night. We normally record on Saturdays.
That's
So-
that's a perfect point.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we almost fucked it up yesterday, but
Yeah.
we ended up having a little function, which I mean is totally understandable. And I know we're not gonna keep recording on Saturday nights forever. We're gonna have to switch it up because I don't think it's not sustainable because Saturday nights are like for the boys.
Oh yeah, no,
And,
for
like,
sure.
sometimes
That's
there's-
when parties go on.
There's
That's,
gonna
yeah.
be functions and we're gonna not be able to record, and so I think that one day we'll be able to move it to a more, I don't know, just a day where we can really commit to that day.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's a little hard just sometimes with like work and whatnot. But I think once we get on like that solid schedule type shit, it'll work out. Like
I mean, we're
Fuck.
doing a damn good job already.
yeah, we're definitely making it happen and making it like work in one way or another. So
And yeah, there are times where it's like I don't want to say I dread it, but I almost am like, oh God, I have to go do this.
yeah,
And it feels a little bit intimidating. And then I get here and it's like,
yeah. You know what? It's gonna be alright. Like,
yeah, no,
yeah,
we just
yeah.
do it, and it's so natural.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what my probably my favorite part about this show is that it just happens. Like last week Alex was talking about fucking how he was on a different podcast, and the guy like sat him down and was like, all right, these are the topics, these are the questions, think
Yeah.
of your answers, and then we'll go over them in the show. And like, what, dude? Like, that doesn't even seem like a podcast. That just seems like
It's very scripted.
Super scripted.
Yeah, that's like one thing that
We're
we
off the
definitely
dome here.
yeah, we established that, like that the very first thing we established was like we're going to keep it really chill and relaxed, and we're not keep it like low pressure, no crazy high stakes at all, like and we've done I think a pretty good job at that. And like yeah, sure, sometimes we'll have like awkward silences and shit, but we're working on it. And like but even then I think we're pretty good at like keeping the conversation flowing. And obviously when we have like a guest, that's a lot easier to like have that
Bounce
extra
off of
person to
them.
bounce off of type shit. Yeah, but
True.
but yeah, no, it'll just be something that we're already improving on, and it'll just be something we continue to improve on. So
Yep,
yeah.
we're only going up from here. So yeah, I mean, I'm stoked.
for sure.
Any closing thoughts?
Oh man,
Is there anything that we forgot to talk about? I feel like there probably is. I didn't get to bring my notebook, and so I feel like there was maybe something that I forgot. But there's always next week.
yeah, yeah. Not, I mean, thinking about it now, really, I don't.
I think we did a really
Yeah,
good job.
yeah,
I
I-
think we touched on
Pretty much everything we really needed
the
to.
things we talked about yesterday about what the show, like what our priorities are, just like in the present. We talked about our dreams with the future of a studio, and I went into my whole fantasy about it because I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that those were the two big things we're doing now and things we see in the future. Those were the two things I wanted to kind of sit down here with Carlos today, just the two of us, and get those out to you guys so that
Just the two.
just the two.
Banger.
Get those things out, and just so you guys are filled in. If you have any questions, hit us up. Follow the Instagram.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Comment. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like it, if you hated it, fucking dislike it, and go in the comments and
Yeah.
tell us how we're a bunch of pieces of shit. And
And check out the new TikTok too. Shit's
Oh,
gonna
be
by the
ready.
time this comes out, TikTok's gonna be it'll be up. So yeah,
be
check
ready
that
for
out.
TikTok. Be
Yeah.
ready for Apple Music, Spotify. Next week we'll for sure have an update on those things. YouTube Shorts, all that business.
Oh fuck yeah, yeah.
I think
Fucking
that's
stoked.
it.
Yeah. I fucking love you guys. And remember, 100 fucking subscribers,
Oh.
and we'll do what we said we're gonna do.
I should've
I'll go
never said this
purple,
shit.
and he'll shave that shit. So
Yeah,
yeah,
neo-Nazi out here. Fuck.
yeah, for real, bro. You'll fit right in. It's Idaho, so it's okay.
Hey, that's right. Right at home. All right. Well,
Oh fuck.
I hope you guys join us for this journey. We're only getting better from here, and I think that's all I have to say. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Peace out. Be safe. You're loved. Know that. And we will see you next week.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Peace.